We're here at Street Fame Barbershop, and we're getting ready to talk to a fabulous person called Lady J. So why don't you follow me inside and we'll have a quick peek. Hey, Lady J.
Hi, how you
What's going on? Nice to meet you, Steven. How are you? You have time for me today?
Sure, why not?
All right, perfect. Where'd you get the name Lady J from?
Well, actually, it started off with just J, and at New Flavor, there was 3 J's. So there was Young J, then they had this guy called White Boy J, and then there was, no, that girl, the lady, I want the lady. So that kind of added on its own as Lady J. And then later, Lady J ended up being on Google already. It was kind of a exotic dancer type. So people said, I looked you up, and I said, it's not me.
Oh, wow.
So I actually said, I gotta change this. So I'm like, well, Lady Jaekutz. So I incorporated into the name and came up with Lady Jaekutz. And then from there on, it just blew up, especially when I started doing designs and things like that. And people were like, oh, she does designs too. So I try to do other things that would bring more attention to the art. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you. How long have you been cutting hair?
I've been cutting hair since '04.
Wow.
Yeah, and I've just been, cutting around, trying to find my place. You know what I'm saying? And when I came here to Jersey, I figured it would be easier because where I started at going to school, it turned out that it would have been harder for me to express myself more because women weren't known as barbers and it was still new to people, So from there, I just decided, I got to prove that women can do this and that we're just as good as cutting hair as anybody else. So I decided to take it to Jersey City, where it's the last place my dad was stationed, and it's the closest to New York,
Talk to me about being a woman in this industry and, some of the challenges you've had and, your experience with it.
Being a woman in this industry was hard. It wasn't easily accepted in the beginning, especially, guys would be like, oh, women can't do shape-ups, this and that. And I'm like, yes, we can. So, I wanted to break that barrier by taking pictures of every shape-up I did. And just kept looking back at them and critiquing myself and trying to be better than what I was before, dealing with men in the shop, having to, not really compete, but try to make sure that I can keep up with them, and to the point that, I get my respect, I mean, it makes it hard. Not every place you go to, you get the respect, but, but you still gotta try.
Yeah, do you still deal with it now that you've built up your brand and like your street cred and your rep?
At times, yes. It still happens, some people will still say, oh, you charge too much. And I'm like, well, you get what you pay for. And as a woman, I feel like, we have to try a little harder just to, to prove the fact that we can do what you can do.
Can we zoom in on her grill? Because your grill is pretty dope.
Oh, this is my God Grills.
That's so awesome. Where'd you get that made?
Giselle.
What do you like most about this city? Like since you've been here, like have you noticed like any changes or anything?
I have noticed changes. The one thing I didn't like was the fact that it always got bad rep, Jersey City was always like the armpit of, of everything. And I felt like, you can pull a lot more things. Everyone has their areas that aren't so poppin' or just, talked about in a bad way. But I want it to be something that can be a change in Jersey City amongst other people who are trying to make that change in Jersey City, especially being that I'm not from Jersey City originally, I've come to respect everybody here. I appreciate it, how far, I've come, as well as the support they've given me,
Yeah.
So I tell people, I say, the place that you come from is only as best as you put into it, And I feel like the more you put into it and the more you appreciate it, the more you get out of it.
Talk to us about the charity events that you were telling me about earlier.
Oh, well, with Her Chair, His Hair, we started that like 5 years ago, and that like blew up.
What's that? What's the premise of that?
Well, it brings women barbers worldwide to come together to cut in one place to build up for a cause that we all agree to.
Wow.
Like we did domestic violence, we've done Adore, and things like that.
So each year is a different.
Yes, and this year is one of my favorites. It's for the third world countries. I've already sent things to Suriname, so now we get to actually send more stuff to another country now to help people and barbers there.
Where are you guys sending?
Barber supplies. Well, in their case, it's funds to help out there.
Yeah.
But I'm actually starting one of my own for barber supplies. There's a place in Africa that I'm trying to host. I would say to all of my followers that have hit me up and wanted advice or needed me to help them with certain cuts and what have you, I wish you guys the best in your journey, and don't stop. If this is what you wanted and this is what you find in yourself to want to do, don't give up. Because the minute you give up, you let the world win and all the negativity around you win. So instead of thinking about what everyone else is thinking, think about what you want for yourself and just don't give up and do it. At the end of the day, we all struggled with something, and struggles is what makes us stronger at the end.
Well said.